We have change, regeneration, growth, metamorphosis, cycles. So maybe, this is a connection that initiated a lot of change within you. Maybe you were a caterpillar when you met this person and you had to grow into this butterfly, or you grew into this butterfly from this connection. It's also possible that whoever you're connected to is going through some sort of metamorphosis right now. Look, we have healing. So it feels like whatever this connection was, it was meant to really heal and change and transform you. So very powerful connection. It says healing wounds, improving, mending, progress. So it does feel like there's a lot of progress happening here, a lot of transformation, a lot of change, a lot of growth. And it also says mending. So it could be that there is the chance to mend this connection in the future. We have regret, mistake, guilt, wrong choice, apology. So it feels like you have someone deep in regret right now. This person could be quite messy. Take it as it resonates. But I'm just looking at this image. And this person could be in quite, they could have been, after they made the wrong choice here, they could be in a lot of regret, a lot of sadness. To me, this looks like someone, I'm hearing your outer world reflects your inner world. So the fact that, we have that mess going on and you can see clothes all over the floor. It could be that this person's inner world is quite messy. And maybe that's what they're transforming from right now. They could just be seeing you healing and blossoming like that butterfly taking flight. And they have a lot of regret that they're not with you, is what I'm hearing. So let's see. You could have been dealing with someone who liked to party. And whenever I hear that, I hear, we like to party, which I think is the Venga Boys, but don't quote me on that. I hear the songs. I don't necessarily know where they come from. And we have ex-lovers. So this is clearly someone from your past. Memories, the past, old flame, nostalgic. So someone is feeling quite nostalgic over you. For some of you, this person could have chose to go back to safety, go back to someone from their past. And they're realizing they made the wrong choice. But that's not going to be for all of you, is what I'm hearing. But I heard it, so I had to say it. And we have unfinished business. Yes, unfinished business. It's not over. And that's what I was hearing with mending, is that there's a potential to mend this connection if there's healing. Patterns back and forth, baggage. So unfinished business here. Something, is unfinished. Interesting, not surprising. So let's see what you need to hear about this connection. We have wedding, union, the one. Wow. And we have truth, confession, clarity, reveal, secrets. So it feels like the truth of this situation is that, this person does feel like you're the one. And maybe once you both heal and mend yourselves and turn into those butterflies, there's the potential of union here in your future. So let's see what we need to hear about this situation. What do we need to hear about this situation, Spirit? We have travel. So you could live at a distance from this person. You could be planning on traveling with friends, or maybe you're taking a trip. But take away the travel, and we have distance, boundaries, far apart. So it feels like there is distance between you and this person right now, even if it's just emotional distance. And you could both be working on your own stability right now with this home card, but it feels like this person sees you as home. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I was hearing with mend. On that healing card, when it said mending, I was hearing reconciliation, reunion, second chance, getting back together. I miss you. So after some distance between you, being apart from each other, working on your own foundation, there's reconciliation here. And I feel like this distance was needed, and society will tell you, and I see this all the time, like, you broke up for a reason, an ex is an ex for a reason, and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I know that for some of you, that is true. Like, sometimes an ex is an ex for a reason. Like, I have exes that I have never thought about again. But if this person, you still feel heavily connected to this person, you still think about them, it feels like there's something unfinished. It's because there is something unfinished, right? An ex is an ex for a reason. Again, if they're truly meant to be an ex for a reason, then you wouldn't be thinking about them. You would be able to move forward. Again, I have exes in my past that I never once thought about getting back together with, that I don't think about anymore. Well, I'm thinking about them now because of this reading, but I can go years without thinking about them, right? So there's a reason you still think about this person, and it's because there's something unfinished, and there's reconciliation literally in the cards. So let's get a few more. You could have been friends first. 83 could be symbolic because that house number is 83. Is it 83? Yes. I almost thought it was 35 for a minute because I needed to look at it closer. But 83 could be symbolic. The year 83, that could be your house number on your license plate. August 3rd or March 8th could be symbolic. We have unexpected and anxiety. Interesting. So something could have happened here quite unexpectedly that caused you anxiety. And like I said, if an ex really is an ex for a reason, like if it's truly meant to be an ex and they're meant to stay in the past, again, you'd be able to easily move forward without feeling that pull on their energy. It could be that there's something unexpected coming because look at this. This just makes me laugh because you could get an unexpected text message from this person. Like, look at this person on this card. They're just like, whoa, that person is messaging me? Yeah, regret. You have someone here in regret, someone feeling anxious, perhaps about communicating with you. And didn't I say this person's outer world reflects their inner world? So you could have been dealing with someone who was quite depressed, is what I'm hearing, or who had mental health issues, and now we have divine intervention. So it feels like if there was an ending between you, it was for a reason. It was divinely guided, and just like you were divinely guided apart so that you could heal and transform, you're being divinely guided back together, is what I'm hearing. Soulmate, twin flame, soul con. Yes, that's exactly what I was hearing. So twin flame, soul contract, soul connection, past lives. What else do we have? We have player. So listen, if you were dealing with a player who had mental health issues and who, again, like their outer world reflects their inner world. So whatever they were showing you was a reflection of their inner world, which means they weren't stable in their own energy. Very interesting. I also want to mention that yes, as this surprise text is approaching you, you may feel you may be feeling a bit of anxiety, is what I'm hearing. So let's see. Excuse me, little swannies. Let's just see. I'd like to get all these cards in, but they're not all going to fit. So we'll put the swans over that. So that's what we have here. So let's take a little bit of a deeper look with tarot at what this is about and what's coming. All right, so I'm just going to leave these two off to the side so that I can see them. Again, it's very possible who you were dealing with had mental health issues, so was quite depressed. And they do have a lot of regret here is what's coming through. That's not straight enough for me. There we go. So what I kind of want to get a different deck to kind of see a little bit more information here. Blue eyes could be symbolic. We have change. The butterfly. What the heck? Change, cycles, transformation. And you know what? That was flipped over because you saw I couldn't see what the bottom of the deck was. So it feels like that's what's being hidden from you. Right now is the reason for this divine intervention was so that there could be transformations here. And we have feather glasses, coffee. Interesting. So someone could be watching you here. The glasses always give me the energy of a new perspective. So maybe this separation was meant to give you both a new perspective on this. Maybe you needed to realize that you deserve better than that player energy. And maybe this person needed to realize they deserve better than being that player. They deserve stability. They deserve this soul connection. Again, think back to the very beginning when I cut the deck. We had marriage and union on the bottom. So let's see. Again, blue eyes could be symbolic. And you could have chased this because we have chaser energy. This could have like really ignited your chaser energy so that you could heal it. And again, I've had people in my past where, and I hate to sound like I'm heartless, but like I remember being, how old was I? 20, 21, 22, maybe 22, maybe. I can't remember the exact age, but I remember that I had this, this person that I was with where I wasn't happy. I knew I wasn't happy. I knew that I was like accepting less than I deserved. Deep down, I knew that I was kind of settling, as horrible as that sounds. Like I just didn't want to be alone. And when that person, divine intervention, when they broke up with me, I cried the day they broke up with me. Again, not trying to sound heartless. I cried the day they broke up with me. And then the next day, I put everything that reminded me of them in a box. And I got rid of that box. And I never thought about them again. So in that circumstance, that ex was an ex for a reason. I had a similar experience where the same thing happened to me again, where I was like kind of settling because I didn't want to be alone. Again, divine intervention. There was a breakup. I easily moved on. Never thought of that person again. It's different when you have a soul connection. Because you can't just... It's not like they just kind of evaporate in your mind. When you have a soul connection, you still think of them. You still you have an inner knowing that it feels unfinished. That's why you can't let go of them, if that makes sense. So just divine feminine. So this could have been a connection if you were that chaser energy. Maybe you were never a chaser before, but this soul connection, when you were with this person, maybe it ignited or triggered that chaser energy within you, and you've been working on healing that out. divine feminine energy. Beautiful. So you could be a twin flame. Ugh, that was a horrible shuffle. We have good outcome on the bottom, so there's a good outcome here, which is what I kept hearing. So don't count your horse out of the race yet. We have raised your vibration, energy shift. Beautiful. So maybe you needed to both change and transform and heal, because if this person was depressed, I feel like they had a lot of healing they needed to do, and you can't fix anyone, right? All you can do is heal yourself and raise your own vibration, and that helps the people around you. All right, let's see. Let's get a few more cards about what this is coming. We have separation. Separation on the bottom. So there's a separation here. It says divorce, but it says breakup, separation. So for some of you, this could be that you were married to this person at one time. Take that as it resonates, but I almost take it as like, I feel like separation, however that is resonating for you. You don't have to have been married to this person, but maybe for some of you, you were. All right, so let's see what's happening here. We have runner, so chaser runner, dynamic, twin flame, makes sense. And this person could have been on the run, and maybe you were chasing them for a time, but you're trying to be in that divine feminine energy. This was a soul contract where you were meant to heal those energies out. Like you were meant to heal your chaser energy, and this person was meant to heal their runner energy. And again, there's something about this person, I keep hearing their outer world. And what they were projecting was a reflection of their inner world, and I feel like this person needed time to heal. Triggered, running away, fears, and it's right under that distance. So maybe this person, green eyes, blue eyes, maybe this person put distance between you. I feel like it was there was a divine intervention here. Interesting. I always say, you can run, but you can't hide. You can't hide from the universe. Change, confirmation, love it, change. So this person needed to transform that runner energy, and you needed to transform that chaser energy. New perspectives, the glasses. Somebody here could wear glasses. This is very beautiful. We have boundaries, so confirmation on that boundaries. This could have been a connection where, like, maybe you tried to communicate your needs, and maybe you weren't met with, maybe this person ran. As soon as you communicated your needs, or they couldn't meet your needs, this could have been a connection, especially the runner chaser, divine feminine, twin flame, divine intervention, the union energy. This could have been a connection that was meant to help you learn how to put up healthy boundaries, which means no longer putting up with bad behavior, no matter how much you love the person, right? Healthy boundaries, it says. Maybe you were never taught, we have family on the bottom, so maybe you were never taught to put up healthy boundaries. Interesting. We have serious, stable, settling down. That also is, look, yeah, whoops. We have serious, settling down, stable, solid foundation, and look at the yin and yang, the two. Eyes. So it feels like you were both meant to shift your perspective. You were meant to heal. You were meant to transform before you could settle down and build a solid foundation. And we have compromise here, middle ground, peaceful resolution, brown eyes. So everybody's eyes are here. We've got everybody. Beautiful. Meet me the middle. Why can't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. That song is coming to mind. So this is also giving me the energy of temperance because I have a tarot deck, which maybe I'll get that tarot deck. I think it's this deck. Let me just check to make sure. I have this tarot deck where the temperance card is these two hands reaching out to each other. Where are you? I think it's this deck. I have to make sure because this is the deck that I'm feeling called to use, the deck that I'm seeing in my head. So yeah, that one, temperance, Queen of Swords, boundaries. Interesting. And we have 8 of Pentacles on the bottom, which is a renewal, or can be a renewal and commitment. My goodness. So let's keep going. Compromise, middle ground, peaceful resolution. We have thoughtful, kind, considerate, attentive. There's something about this person not being able to meet your needs because, again, their outer world or what they were projecting is a reflection of what was going on within them. And if this person couldn't give to themselves and pick up their own, like pick themselves up because they had mental health issues or whatever it is, if they didn't love themselves, if their outer world was a mess, think about how their inner world is a mess. And when someone's inner world is a mess, how can they give to you? A person can only meet you where they are, right? So wherever this person was, they were only meeting you where they were, and I feel like they weren't meeting your needs here. And maybe this was a connection that was meant to help you. Really speak up for your needs and know that you do deserve. Like the fact that I brought up those 2 people in my past who I haven't thought about those 2 people in forever. But like I knew that I was anyway, I just feel like this was a connection. That was meant to help you realize you deserve more than chasing after someone who isn't meeting your needs. And I don't think this person was meeting your needs. I think that they were too focused on their own needs because, again, Whatever they were projecting out was a reflection of their inner world. And I feel like you needed to learn that lesson just like they needed to learn a lesson. Let's get a few more. It looks like when they come in for this compromise, for this reconciliation, they're being very thoughtful, kind, and attentive, which could shock you. Like, look at that face looking at that phone. Like, it could feel like you're talking to a completely different person, and it may come out of the blue. Maybe it's been a while since you've heard from this person. I feel like they're going to come in very different. We have insomnia. You could be having a hard time sleeping right now. Yeah. That's so funny. You could be having a hard time sleeping right now. We have insomnia, waking in the night, exhausted. I also feel like this could stem back to your person and their mental health issues. We have complicated, so this is a very complicated situation. It's not black and white. It's not as simple as an X is an X for a reason. If they wanted to, they would. Very complicated. And the fact that we have these like kind of twin flame synchronicities is making me think of a meme I saw recently of someone standing in front of a chalkboard with this on it, and it was like trying to understand the twin flame journey. Yep, very complicated. There's a lot more going on here than meets the eye. And then we have return, come back, reconnect, reach out, and there's something about this energy. This person is going to come in very kind, considerate, attentive, and you're going to look like that, like, is this even my person? They're going to look very different than they did in the past, and it's going to shock you. Whatever this message is, whatever they say to you is going to shock you because it's going to be very different. Because again, this person is coming in as a butterfly, and I think you knew them when they were a caterpillar. Green eyes on the bottom again. I just started hearing Brown Eyes by Destiny's Child, which I haven't heard, like that song. I used to listen to that song in high school because his brown eyes told me so. Destiny's Child. Anyway, we have obsessed. On their mind. That's what I mean. You're still heavily on this person's mind, just like they're on your mind. And again, I'm sure even you have experienced breakups where you may get, you may grieve them, but you're able to move on and then just not think about that person anymore. This is different. If we also have spell work, so this person, especially with this twin flame energy, this person could feel like you put a spell on them because I feel like they've never felt this way before. They've never been able to stop thinking. Like, they've never been able to stop thinking of you. And I feel like in the past, the fact that I keep talking about how I've had people in my past who I've easily moved on from, that could be your person's energy that I'm channeling. Like, maybe they've easily moved on from people in the past, but again, they could feel like you've put a spell on them. I hear that a lot in the divine community about how the masculines, and I'm not talking about gender, I'm talking about the masculine twin. So whoever embodies more of that masculine energy, because they don't understand what it is, because they're not, awakened to this community, like the tarot and the knowledge. They don't understand it. So then they think, especially if I think that, yes, mystery was on the bottom. Like, look at that witch. So this person could, if they know that you're into, like, magical things, or they know that you're a witch, or they know that you're into crystals and stuff, they could feel like you put a spell on them, but you didn't. You did not put a spell on this person. Whoa, very soon, hours, days, this week. Surprising. I feel like you're sorry, I'm stuttering and going too fast. I need to slow down here. I feel like you're going to get a very unexpected message from this person very, very soon. Could be, that's on 12. I think that's, this clock confuses me because it's not an accurate representation of a clock in my, well, yes, it is 12 and 5. So maybe 12 hours, 12 days, 5 weeks. This says hours, days this week. So please take that as it resonates. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm not going to lie. I think that I'm filming this for the weekend. So I'm filming this ahead of the weekend. I wouldn't be surprised, not because I'm going away on the weekend, and I want to have, readings for you. So I set this into, I'm filming this for the weekend ahead. But for some of you, I wouldn't be surprised if, I'm seeing this person reaching out for some of you while you're watching this reading. And I know that sounds insane. It's happened to me before, and I've had other people tell me that it happens when they're watching my readings. They're watching my reading, and their person reaches out, the little drop down while they're listening to my reading. And that's something that I'm seeing happening. So for some of you, that could happen while you're listening to this reading. Surprise. Anyway, yeah, we have Ace of Swords, clarity and communication, breakthrough moment. So let's dig a little deeper here. Page of Swords, this person is getting ready to say something. They could be watching you, like Page of Swords. That's, somebody starting a conversation with you. We have Judgment. So a resurrection, a reconciliation, a renewal. This person could have had an awakening, right? With Judgment, energy, and divine intervention, you could have been the catalyst in this person's journey. Three of Wands, so we have another clock here. So this is coming. This one says October 27th, so October 27th could be symbol. No, that's not. Yes, that's October 27th. October 27th could be symbolic, but 10 days, 7 days, take it as it resonates. Three of Wands, this is coming. So let's just see what this is about. Yeah, we have the moon, divine feminine energy, and we have the Fool, so maybe you don't see this coming. Someone's about to take a leap of faith towards you. So let's see what Spirit wants you to know about this connection first. So what do you need to know? And then we'll tap into their energy. Reconciliation, Five of Swords in reverse. Making amends, reconciliation, first card out. So it is coming, my friend. And look, we have the Queen of Wands. So you keep focusing on you. This is very much like Black Cat energy, very confident. It's a glow up. So if you're in this energy right now, like if you're in glow up energy, this is coming is what I'm hearing. This person wanting to make amends with you, wanting to be open with you about something. For some of you, in the past, they could have chose a third. Party over you, or like I said, for some of you, I was hearing maybe they went back to an ex. We have the Devil in reverse, so if that is the case, that Devil in reverse shows them releasing that third party energy. All right, let's keep going. What do we need to know about this? What do we need to know about this? We have Hanged Man energy, Two of Wands, so new perspectives, Hanged Man energy. Separation. A pause in this connection. Sacrifice in love is what the Hanged Man is about, but it's about a new perspective, so they're seeing this a different way. They're seeing a different side of this connection. New perspectives is what I keep hearing, and Ten of Wands, which is a sign of progress. It feels like this person is about to put these burdens down and come towards you. Do I want to look up the camel? For those of you wondering what this tarot deck is, it's from someone on Etsy who she's currently closed up shop. So I think the last time I looked, I couldn't even find her. I ordered like 3 decks from her, Unseen Tarot on Etsy. And then when I went to order more, she said she was taking a break. So I don't think she's reopened her Etsy shop yet, but unfortunately these decks are not being made right now. So I'm happy to have them. I'm happy is a camel fire? Yes. Look, camel independent, knows oneself. So I feel like this person, when they come towards you, they are in a very independent energy and they do know themselves. And again, I don't think they knew themselves in the past. So let's see who this is. This is someone, Two of Wands on the bottom, preparing to leave their comfort zone. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. So this is someone who definitely has a new perspective of you since this disconnect and that's not the right book, and wants to reconnect with you. Four of Cups. Why? Why can I never remember it? Four of Cups in reverse. And I want to say new perspectives in love. This person is going to be taking action towards you and putting in more effort with the Four of Cups in reverse. Clarity, awareness, acceptance, choosing happiness, being more active in love, new understanding of love. They feel a surge of new strength and are ready to take advantage of this opportunity. Beautiful. So they're getting ready to leave their comfort zone, put these bags down, and come towards you. Again, Ten of Wands is a sign that progress is being made. And they're about to pick up that wand and take action. So for who this is, this could have been someone who, took you for granted, didn't appreciate the love you were showing them. Maybe you gave a lot and they took a lot from this connection. But now they're in this energy where they have a new understanding of this and they're ready to put in the work is what I'm hearing. And maybe, again, Four of Cups. On the Four of Cups, you often see a hand coming out of nowhere. So maybe you're not expecting this. Let's see their current energy. Could have been a water sign. We also have Pisces energy. So current energy, we have the Magician and the Strength card on the floor in the upright. So this could have been a Leo, or I can never remember the signs of the Magician. I want to say Aries and Virgo, but I may be Gemini, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. For some reason, the Magician, in the book I learned, it never said on all of the cards, it would say the corresponding zodiac sign. But for some reason, I'm seeing nothing in my mind about the Magician. So could someone confirm that for me? Someone who knows about planets would know, probably, because it's Mercury energy, so signs related to Mercury, but again, I don't know. I'm seeing Aries and Virgo. I don't know if that's correct, though, or Leo. Currently, this person is standing in their power, feeling very confident, getting ready to make something happen with you here, getting ready to, look at this. Look at that messy energy. There's something about this. I'm onto something here with the messy room. Again, their outer world is a reflection of their inner world. I'm telling you. But this person currently getting ready to stand in their power and communicate with you is what I'm hearing. So let's see how they're feeling about you. We have 6 of Cups. Yes, nostalgic, thinking about you, looking at your pictures, definitely feeling this soulmate connection, feeling very nostalgic about you right now, wanting to reconnect, wanting reunion. 8 of Cups for how they feel about you. So you could have been accepting less than you deserved, and maybe you had to walk away. Or maybe this person walked away from you, and now they're regretting it. You know, there's the energy of someone walking away here, and now there's like missing you, nostalgia, wanting to reconnect. I'm even hearing wanting to make new memories, which I'm going to get channeled. I'm going to get this channeled. Look at this. I just pulled out this channeled message deck. I see your side of the story. This person could have been quite indecisive, which again, indecisiveness comes from a specific wound. Like every shadow, indecisiveness comes from a certain wound. But anyway, let's keep going for how they're feeling about you. How are they feeling about you? You could have triggered this person's ego. We have the Tower in reverse. Mr. Tower in reverse. Making adjustments in love. So maybe you had to make some adjustments and like leave them behind. The Tower in reverse. This could have been a very unstable connection that you had to walk away from, put up healthy boundaries. Tower in reverse, though, is giving me for how they feel about you. Tower in reverse, making adjustments in love. So this person feels like they needed to. This is a really interesting energy because this person feels like they needed to, make some changes in their life in order so that they can be with you. The other interesting thing that I'm seeing about the Tower in reverse is that your person could feel like they're going to miss their chance if they don't come towards you. Because it talks about something looming on the horizon. You could have become more self-reliant because of this connection. Like you could have really empowered yourself because of this connection I'm hearing. I want to get one more for feelings. One more. Yeah, we have death. So definitely there was an ending here. And I feel like this person sees you as someone who's transformed since they knew you before. Look at all the imagery of someone walking away. So they're definitely like feeling you kind of fading off into the distance. And I feel like they want to stop that. They want to change it. I feel like you were a catalyst for them to change things about themselves, things that maybe they were resisting changing. I kind of want to look at your energy really quickly. I just want to ask Spirit for one card about you. So show me the viewer. 6 of Swords. Isn't that interesting? Moving forward. And I kept saying, it's like this person is seeing the back of you. Like they're seeing you move off, move away from them, moving on. So they feel like you're moving on without them. And maybe you are. I feel like for some of you, you want to repair a disconnect between you with the 6 of Swords, but you're also moving forward. You're moving forward with your life. Maybe you are traveling. And I feel like that's kind of what's woken this person up, if I'm being honest. Page of Pentacles. So you could be like very focused on yourself. You could be studying something. You could be taking a course. Very dedicated to yourself is what I'm hearing. Interesting. All right, well, let's look at this person's intentions. We have the 2 of Pentacles. So their intentions here are to find balance before coming towards you. And again, look at the messy room. I want to ask one more for that one because the 2 of Pentacles, as much as I talk about the 2 of Pentacles shadows, the 2 of Pentacles is about finding a healthy balance between life and love, or work specifically, and love. So it does look like this person's intentions are to kind of clean up their act and to find a healthy balance with you so that they can be more consistent. Let's get one more for that one. What is this person's intentions? 7 of Wands. Healthy boundaries. So this person could want, like, their intentions maybe could be to respect your healthy boundaries. So maybe one of your healthy boundaries was, I don't know what your healthy boundaries were. It's going to be different for all of you, but it feels like this person wants, there could be something about balance here and reciprocity and consistency. So it feels like this person wants to respect your boundaries. The 7 of Wands can also be about, standing up for what you want, like fighting for what you want. And we have Ace of Swords on the bottom. So communication, clarity. One of their intentions here could be to, talk to you about how they finally see your side of the story, that they have clarity about maybe something they were defensive about in the past. Let's look at their actions. We have the 4 of Wands came out instantly and the Magician on the bottom. So they do want to elevate this connection to the next level. I'm taking the Magician. They do want to elevate this connection. They want to make something happen here. And to me, that looks like union, marriage, wedding, commitment, living together, which makes sense with these cards that we got here. So definitely communication incoming. I want to look at near future energy between the 2 of you because we have very soon here. So what is happening very soon? What is happening very soon? King of Swords. Oh my gosh. And I don't know if it's meant to be this way or it's just the art, but this King of Swords looks like they're sweating a little. Look, there you have this person sitting here. Maybe your person is like a cop or a security guard or like wears that type of uniform. But look at this person with all of these papers here, planning what to say to you. So near future energy, this person is really thinking about what they want to communicate with you, and they're coming in with that communication with truth and clarity. Let's get a card to go with that King of Swords. What is that King of Swords writing about? Now, all of a sudden, you're being quiet. What are you writing about, you King of Swords? Near future energy, what is this King of Swords bringing in? Well, that one fell on the floor, so I'll have to go find it. It fell underneath the table. There's something about your person being very tight-lipped right now. I was specifically saying, like, what are you writing about? Like, near future energy, what is this truth about? And they're being very tight-lipped here. Because, again, I shuffled that deck. Nothing came out. Shuffled it again. The card that came out flew underneath my table, underneath all of my cards, so I actually have to go find it. We also have the 9 of Pentacles here, so it definitely feels like this person has leveled up. They're in more of a stable energy. It also shows you going through a glow up. Maybe this person wants to tell you that they didn't feel like they were on your level in the past. I do feel like this person wants to communicate that they're independent now, that they're single. So maybe this person was with someone else. You would know, not me. And that they've been really working hard on stabilizing their own energy, improving themselves. We have Justice here on the bottom. So isn't it interesting? It's like the same person, same haircut, someone who's been working on this communication and presenting it to you. Justice is about truth, communication, honesty, taking accountability, making things right, balance. So they're definitely near future energy bringing justice. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. 5 of Pentacles. That's the one that flew underneath the table. It's in reverse. Positive changes coming in out of the cold. So you will be hearing from this person. Huh. What is your advice? What advice do you need? I just heard it's your decision. You don't have to. It's your decision. You do not have to take this person back if you don't want to, but your advice is that communication and clarity are coming. Truth and clarity are coming. So maybe you won't be so surprised when this comes in. Look at this. 8 of Swords in reverse. New perspectives. So this person definitely has had an epiphany about you. They have a new perspective about this connection, and they're coming in out of no contact here or separation is what I'm hearing. They're no longer in a victim mindset. And your advice, release any self-limiting beliefs you have. So if you're watching this reading and your self-limiting beliefs, like, nah, my person will never change. My person is never going to reach out. It's been so long since I've heard from them. Spirit's saying, release those self-limiting beliefs. Okay? Let's look at the future of this connection. Oh my, stability. We have stability. So look at this. We have a leveling up here. We've got the Knight of Wands leveling up to the King of Wands. So if this person was a bit of a player, inconsistent in the past, hot and cold, they're leveling up here, King of Wands. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. So that is long-term stability. It's commitment. It's putting down roots. Beautiful. Could be marriage, right? All right, so I'm going to get some channeled messages from this person. These readings that I'm doing for the weekend are probably not as long as my... this is 47 minutes, so still pretty long. I was going to say they're probably not as long as my regular readings, but ego. I let my pride get in the way of our connection, and I see your side of the story. So remember their energy right now, strength. So instead of being in that triggered ego, like acting from a place of ego, acting from a place of fear, they have a new understanding. And they're kind of standing in their power right now. Not having the strength to look at their shadows, I'm hearing. Yeah, we have escape. I left when things got hard. So if things got hard in this connection and you communicated your needs and this person was like, okay, bye, you could be dealing with someone who, you know, had that runner energy or a bit of an avoidance tendency. And look, reciprocity, there's something about reciprocity and balance here. It keeps coming out. I want to have equal give and take. So let's get a few messages from your person. What does this person want to say to you? What does this person want to say? Reminiscing, 6 of Cups, first card out. Third party. There were other things. So again, third party. This says other things. It doesn't have to be a love interest, but other things that got in the way of this connection. Like, again, I keep hearing it. Their outer world reflected their inner world. So their mental health issues could have gotten in the way of this connection, their job, their family, their own, like whatever. Third-party interference, again, doesn't have to be another person. For some of you, it could have been, though, and you'll know. Reminiscing. I miss our inside jokes, and I want to tell you the truth. Reveal. So King of Swords energy. I mean, it's confirming that King of Swords energy. that there's something they want to tell you. There's something they want to communicate with you. Yeah. We have forgiveness. So there's something there, you know, they want to ask your forgiveness about. We have commitment. I want you to be a part of my future. We have confusion. I feel unclear about where we stand. So this person is coming in to figure out, do they still have a chance with you? And look, escape came out in reverse. So it feels like the runner stops running here. Forgiveness, commitment. I want you to be a part of my future. Let's get one more or two more. I definitely feel like you were dealing with a runner because the cards keep running away from me. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. And look, I'm afraid it's too late to take action. So maybe this person has been worrying about how long it's been. Think about mirroring. If you have that mindset of, I doubt my person will reach out. It's been a year since I've heard from them, or it's been, I don't know why I'm hearing 8 months. It's been 8 months since I've heard from them, so I really doubt I'm going to hear from them now. Think about how mirroring works, right? Your person mirroring that energy. They're over there thinking, oh, it's been 8 months. I doubt this person would want to hear from me now. Think about that, because I do think there's some mirroring happening here. And again, maybe this person was procrastinating. Maybe indecision comes from a wound, or it can stem, like if someone has ADHD, they can put things off and put things off and put things off. And the more they put things off, the bigger the monster gets in their mind about that thing. But yeah, this person is afraid you're not going to give them another chance here. And, it's up to you if you give them another chance. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm just here to read the energy. But my friends, I am going to leave it here for today. I am sending you lots of love and light. And again, I'm going to be posting this on the weekend. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.